Houston, West.
Well, hello everyone, and we are live here at South First Bar and Grill with our head coach and athletic director, Carl Abseck, as we are every Monday. I did miss you last Monday as I was out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, Coach, but it is finally glad to be back here in Lufkin with you.
Rough life to have to go out on vacation in the Gulf of Mexico. But, I get it, not everybody gets to take a vacation in the middle of the year, but.
Well, you made it simple. I knew we were in the playoffs, so there was no drama in that last week. So I told my mom, go ahead and book this thing. Let's go have some fun.
Jalen did a great job last week.
Well, I was watching, and not to critique the big man, but he was a little nervous at first. But after about the first 5 minutes, I guess you took over and let him calm down.
I let him work his way into the role a little bit. He'd set some questions up for me, and then I'd let him relax.
I texted him 10 things to ask you right off the bat, so he couldn't mess it up.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
good.
That's my dog. Well, Coach, as once again, live here at South First Street Bar and Grill. Come see us. We'll be here till 7 o'clock. We'll probably be here a little later than that, but since we're in there now.
And it's 7, so I assume we're going to be here
Did
a little longer.
7? I'm at 7 o'clock in Pacific time, but we'll be here till 8 o'clock local time.
Okay.
And with that being said, Coach, what a great atmosphere and win Friday night, senior night. Everybody looks like got to play, and man, we really came out from the jump and did a great job.
It was a lot of fun. I feel like we've been working toward playing in that fashion and playing that consistent. And so it was fun to see our kids come out and play like that, and all the work that you've been putting in come to fruition. The first half was really, the first quarter was really, really good. The second quarter wasn't quite as efficient offensively, but defensively we played really, really well. Short fields all night long between the defensive getting stops and then our special teams. It was a lot of fun, and it was good to go into the halftime with a nice lead. Make some adjustments to fix some things, and then come back out in the second half and finish it.
It looked to me, again, I'm not in the huddle. I mean, I said, what are we doing? We got 15 men on the field. Little did I know you were letting all the seniors go out there, so that had been a good little heads up. But so I want to say this to let everybody know I'm not in the loop. It looked to me from the outside, we made a conscientious effort to get Javion involved in the run game, and he really took advantage of that, but it wasn't do I give it off? Do I hand it off? Do I run? I mean, we want him to run the football.
Well, it was definitely design runs for him. It's stuff we've actually been working that direction the last couple of weeks, getting him more involved in actual called run plays because he can do that. We're at that point of the year now. It's time to go and let it all hang out. And so, he has the ability to run the ball. He's really good at it. And so it just adds another dynamic to our offense, and it's going to help us moving forward. And so, yes, there was an effort to do that, and then, it adds some diversity to the offense.
Well, no, it takes our offense to a next level, especially when he gets out there and decides whether it's run or pass and makes the right decision. I mean, it takes the offense from a 30-point a game average to closer to 50 just because of that decision making, and I mean, he's dangerous.
When you play with 11 instead of 10, it does change some things.
Or 13.
Well, if we can get 13, we're really good. But in the sense of normal football, when you're playing 11 on 11, it does open some things up. I mean, look at Port Arthur. I mean, they're playing 11 on 11 on offense every snap, and he's really good. So, there's some things that Javion can do that will open up some other things, and so we'll continue to build on that as we move forward.
Yep, it was phenomenal, and I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm guessing the guys, the offensive line, the Slab Masters offensive line guys, they have started every single game this year, and they've gotten the last 3 weeks they've been phenomenal. And I know that they're not quite what Port Arthur is, but these guys are really trying to get up the quarterback. And, man, we have ran the ball and put up close to over 400 yards of offense in each of the last 3 ball games. They have to been doing a pretty good job.
They are, and that's part of it too is, we want to throw the ball. Well, you have to learn and be efficient in pass protection, and so we've been working on that throughout the course of the year, and we've been getting better and better at that. But as far as the run game goes, they've also had to adjust to a lot of different run game. As far as pulling, multiple pullers on plays and different things, even just the terminology. But I've been pleased with those guys, and they're tough as nails. Those 5 guys that have started literally every game, and then we have 2 guys that come off the bench for us that fill in different roles there. But those 5 guys have been out there every week, so it's been really good.
Yeah, there's nothing else to be said about that. Your field goal kicker does another great job. Special teams, I want to talk more about that in a moment, but boy, Wallace, 92 to the house. That's our longest touchdown play of the season. But, we had another one in there earlier that was a little over 50 that set up another score. So, man, he found some holes in that one.
He did, and that was it was welcome, because we've been frustrated at different times throughout the course of the year because it's like we've been one block here or one block here or one block. Everything has just been like one piece away, and we show the film every week. We watch that every Monday, and it's just like, guys, if you will do your job, this is what it could be. And when you see it hit and everything works like it's designed to, it's fun, and we only returned 3 times, and one of them was the onside kick that we recovered, and then 2 big-time returns. So, our total yardage offensively was not exceptionally high, but it was because most of the time we were going 50 yards.
Yeah, he had, 147 yards and just 2 kickoff returns for Devon Wallace. The guys at the barbershop and busted me up. I said, well, when I get excited, I just go quick, say Devin Wallace. It's my bad. I'm trying to just say Wallace, then you can't mess it up. But with that being said, you got Waters in the end zone a couple times. You got Javion in the end zone a couple times. And I just got a feeling in the 4th quarter, and I said this on the broadcast, this is the Coleman drive.
Yeah.
And, man, he took advantage of that drive, and he did it all.
And he looked really good. And that's the deal. He's a really, really good football player. He's a really good running back, and the deal is he and Kenny really complement each other pretty well. We've had a little Wildcat package where they're both on the field at the same time with little Kenny as the quarterback. And that's a good little package too. But Colin can run the ball. And he showed it on that drive where, he had a couple of truck sticks out there and then had to come out for a minute because his helmet got ripped off. And then we got him back in there, and he finished it off by running through somebody's face. And so that was a lot of fun. And, like I said, we're blessed to have him on our team because he can do so many different things, and obviously he's a great compliment to Kenny in that regard.
Like that little Wildcat package, do we have something a little long down the road that maybe Kenny throws one as well? He's caught one, he's ran one. Is there a chance maybe later on he throws one?
We can't be giving all our trade secrets away.
No doubt.
They may be watching this stuff, but we've definitely. There's more to it than meets the eye.
Can our man throw it? I guess I need to come out and practice, see if he has a little cannon on him.
You'll have to come out and watch practice, but yes, he
Let's
can.
keep that under the wings. We don't need anybody to see that. So we talk about that offense, which rolls again, hangs a 50 spot, and you flip over to the defense. They have 101 total yards at halftime. One drive netted 59 or 54, or I can't read my writing, but just close to 60. So the rest of the half is 40 yards. About that, man, they are just flying to the football, and I'm calling a lot of different names all night long.
It is, and we played a lot of guys. We played a lot of guys even in the first half, but they're all doing a really good job of playing their role, playing their assignment, and then playing hard. And that's the biggest thing is be in the right place, play hard, and get there with a bad attitude. And those guys are doing that. And a lot of unselfish play, just do your job kind of mentality. And it's been a lot of fun to watch. And they've continued to improve over the course of the year in terms of understanding of the terminology and what we're doing schematically. And so the more that they learn and more that they understand, the more we can add to the plate, because when we first started this year, you felt like you had kind of plan A, and that was it. And then, if plan A is not working real good, you kind of stuck because plan A is all you got. And so now you're starting to feel like you're getting into plan B and plan C. And so it gives you a little bit of ability to adjust and adapt to the things that people are doing to you to get stops. And they're playing really well.
Well, and I don't want to act like this is the 94 Cowboys or anything, but they had 11 drives. 7 of those drives were 3 and outs. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're playing. When you can do that to the opponent, that is a great job all the way around. And that's it. At the end of the day, they had 11 drives, and 7 of them were 3 and outs.
No, it's fantastic. And so it is hard to do because you're counting on a bunch of kids to do things right over and over and over again. And it's not like they hadn't scored points or done good things offensively over the course of the year. And so you're talking about a talented group that our guys really shut down. Obviously, they had to play without a guy that was pretty important to their season. But our guys adapted and adjusted and played really good.
Well, you get out of there 7-3, Coach. I know we were hoping to get a little help on the road down at Beaumont. Game was close, but at the end of the day, your old school Barbersville got the win. So we didn't get much help. It sends us into the 3 seed, obviously, for the state playoffs. When you sit back, Coach, and I don't know if you've had time to do that. I know you had to be on the line with the postseason and all that stuff for the last couple of days. But 7-3. Into round 3, or into third place into the playoffs. When you sit back, what's been your couple of your takebacks here since we started in August?
Really, mostly just being thankful for the kids and how they've responded to us, and how they've adapted and adjusted to the changes we've brought. It's not easy to change. We had, out of our district, all but 2 schools changed head coaches. And so. How those kids adjust to that and how they adapt to the things that you want them to do is important. How they accept you. All those things are important. And so I'm thankful for how they've taken to us. And so really, I don't think you ever take for granted getting in the playoffs. It doesn't matter where you're playing. And, it's important to get into the dance. Obviously, we had goals at the beginning of the year, and one of them was to win a district championship. Well, sometimes you fall short of what your initial goal is, but it doesn't take away from the fact that, at that point you've got to readjust and reestablish what it is you want to get done. And so that's where we're at. We tied, with Barbersville for basically second, and we're the 3rd seed because of the head-to-head. And so we're going to go start this thing on the road, but if you want to play in the playoffs for very long, you're going to have to play on the road anyway, so we might as well get used to it. But really, I've just been really grateful and excited for our kids and how they've handled all this transition and looking forward to what's ahead.
Yeah, you say taking for granted the playoffs. I mean, Lufkin's used to being in the playoffs, but there's been a few years lately that we didn't make the playoffs. It wasn't a lot of stuff. But I don't think any of our Lufkin fans are going to take that for granted as we move on. But so when you look back over the 10 games, I got a few big spots that stand out to me. But is there a couple of I hate talking about bad, so I'm talking about good. What is a couple of good spots in the last 10 or 11 weeks that you go, man, that play was great. We made progress here. I was proud of this kid there. Just a couple of things that stand out to you.
I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is how our defense has played throughout the course of the year and been really steady and been good with each other as teammates, because offensively we haven't necessarily been as good as consistently throughout the course of the year. And so to see our kids be supportive of one another and be good teammates about it, even though it can be frustrating at times because you're like, we're doing our job, but you're not, blah, 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 and it can create issues. I think that's probably been my favorite part. And then obviously you've seen in the last 4 weeks, we're starting to come along on offense and playing better and better and more consistent. And I think it's going to make us a better, stronger team because we've been playing good defense. Now we're starting to play some offense too. And so together, it's going to give us a chance to be successful moving forward.
No spots in the game. He went, man, that was freaking awesome.
Oh, man, you put me on the spot. I mean, I don't know.
The run by Javion against Westbrook and then the stop right behind it, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew I was going to ask, so, it's kind of like,
so you had
it's
time
kind of
to
like you
prep for
putting
this,
15 people on the field wanting the penalty and not telling me,
well,
and then me acting like a
I
fool
just
on.
knew it was going to happen. I just wanted them to know this is what
I
we're
didn't
doing.
know, so I look like a clown. So now I'm coming with this. So that was a big one for me. I thought the ending of the John Tyler game. I know John Tyler's not a rivalry to you.
The end of the
yet.
Westbrook game was big. The throw to Wallace is big.
That was in the Tyler game.
That was
the touchdown in the John Tyler game at the end. Wasn't that to Wallace in the back corner?
Sure.
You don't remember. But anyway, that's not a big rivalry to you yet because it's your first year. But, I mean, 10 years down the road, you're going to go, man, John Tyler, that's a rivalry game. That spot right there and that big play at the end and then the subsequent stop, man, that was a huge moment for all Lufkin Panther fans.
No doubt. The stop in overtime was huge. But the one against Westbrook was huge also because that was a district game.
Well, I know.
They were both big, and it was fun to see our kids make the deciding play on the field, and there's no accidents.
That Westbrook game was this season-defining play. Like, that was big.
Potentially.
Well, looking back at the time, you don't say it's.
In hindsight, yes.
It was probably
a big deal.
It was a big deal.
You don't want to go 0-2.
Now, that would have been a problem.
Yeah.
The 78-yard run or 72-yard run at Barbers Hill.
Well, that was about the only good play in that game.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, I lost it after that because I just knew in my head after what had been through the first half, and it's only now 13-7, we're about to win.
No, I mean, I felt positive that if we could ever pull our head out of our rear end, that we would have been in pretty good shape, but we just never really did that, and then the defense got a little tired. But, I mean, they had a good plan for us, but offensively that was the best they had been also because of all the personnel that they had. They had their team there.
We might should have tried that putting 13 out there that time.
It would have worked better. But no, that was the most frustrating point in the year probably for me was to see us not play up to our potential in that game. I think, there's been some really good moments. I just hadn't really thought and reflected on that because my season's not done, so I'm not in the reflective mode yet. I'm still looking forward to what's ahead.
I should have said a regular season recap.
Yeah. You should have gave me warning.
Well, can't let you just sit up here and throw you under in softballs all season. At some point, I got to come in there with about
hard questions.
88 from a lefty underneath your hands.
I got you. Back me up.
That was like 82.
I got you.
All right. Well, the playoffs are set. We know who we're playing. We know where we're playing. We know a lot of stuff. Let's take a quick break. We're live here at Southwest Bar and Grill. We're going to be here for another couple of segments because we've got a big announcement we're going to make at the end of the show. But now, coming up next, we're going to break down our region and what we can expect in our first playoff game and looking ahead to round 2 as well. We'll do all that. We're with our head coach and athletic director, Carl Abseck, live on the Carl Abseck Coaching Show, live from South First Street Bar and Grill. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
You deserve to enjoy what fulfills you. And if joint pain is getting in the way, you deserve orthopedic care designed to help keep your life moving. For that, you can count on St. Luke's Health, right here in East Texas. Our experts treat a full range of bone, joint, and muscle conditions and use minimally invasive incision and muscle-sparing techniques to help you recover more quickly so you can enjoy what moves you. Learn more at stlukeshealth.org/ortho.
Hey Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Hey boss, do we sell to animals?
Stephanie, I'm busy watching the Lufkin Panthers. What do you mean, do we sell to animals?
You may want to come check this out.
Oh, it's Fang. Fang gets whatever he wants. Congratulations, Fang. Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, and you can get the Chevy you've always wanted right now at JM Chevrolet. Find your next vehicle at jmchevy.net.
When someone in your family needs emergency care, you want it fast. And now, with Woodland Heights Medical Center's newly expanded ER, it's even easier to get quick, convenient access to 24-hour emergency care. For treatment of broken bones, to care for life-threatening conditions, our dedicated team is ready. Visit ercarelufkin.com for more info.
It's easy to spot a Texan. The sense of adventure, the unbreakable bond with friends and family. There's no other place in the world like it. At Cook Tire and Service, we know you have places to go and don't have time for car trouble or the patience for second-rate service. Cook Tire and Service offers a full array of services to make sure you get where you're going. With locations in Lufkin, Nacogdoches, and Livingston, there's always a Cook Tire right around the corner. So you choose your destination, we'll handle the journey.
An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back the pack.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
Is that in Lufkin?
Just north. Bar and Grill right here in downtown Lufkin. We're with our head coach and athletic director, Carl Abseck, for the Carl Abseck Coaches Show. And it is the postseason edition, Coach. It's only Monday. We know now we're going to be playing on a Saturday. I guess you lost another flip.
Yeah. If I'm flipping, I'm losing. So there's that.
Are we going with something that is not working, or are we switching it up?
You know I've tried different things at different times, and it doesn't seem to work either way. So I'm just, there's been a few times though. You know, when I'm at home, I don't really get to do the flip.
So really, you're only 0 for 5.
Correct.
So on those 5,
0 for 6 now.
Are we switching from heads to tails, or are we staying the same?
I've done both, and
I'm
neither
in
one of them
the
worked.
stick to the same thing camp, because eventually it's going to hit
50%.
But I was on the boat while y'all were doing the last one, and I did black on roulette, and it was 1 and 7. So
yeah, it can be frustrating. I get it.
I'm there. All right, but either way, we're into the postseason. We're on the road this year in the first round. We're going to go down to Houston to play. I don't even know who we're playing. Who, Westbury or something?
Houston Westbury.
Houston Westbury.
The Huskies.
The Huskies. And we're going to play, is this where they play their home games?
Yes, they're at Butler Stadium.
So you flipped to, we wanted Thursday, they wanted Saturday. We flipped, and obviously we know now that we did not win that flip, so we're going to be playing Saturday at 2 o'clock, which I just, I don't understand why they wouldn't want to play on Thursday.
You'd have to ask him. I'm not sure.
What do we know?
I mean, they're 9-1 on the year.
9-1?
Yeah, they've
and they got second.
Well, because the only game they've lost was the district game to Madison, and they've played well throughout the course of the year. Got some playmakers on offense. So they have 3 receivers over 400 yards receiving, which is impressive. They have a tailback that's got about 800 or 900 yards rushing, quarterback that's thrown for about 64% accuracy and really spread it around. He's kind of a scatty guy. He can move a little bit, so he'll create some issues for you if you're not careful. And then offensive line-wise, they've got some big kids up front that will, match up with us a little bit. And so, I think offensively they've scored a lot of points, and so it's going to be a nice challenge for our defense to step up and go out and do what they've done all year long, which is try to eliminate the things that the other teams have done. So I'm looking forward to that matchup. I think our defensive line versus their offensive line is going to be a interesting battle.
Well, I know you can't do this, but since I'm in the media, I can. I've kind of been looking around too.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I talk about that yet, or you still want to focus on round one?
Well, I mean, we still got we haven't talked about their defense yet, And defensively, they've got a defensive lineman slash linebacker that's leading the team in sacks and tackles, number 44, and then they've had 13 interceptions for the year, which is pretty impressive. So, they've risen to the challenge that they've had for every game they've played, and so they're hosting us there at their place this week, and I'm sure they're going to be pretty fired up and excited to see us arrive.
Did they make the playoffs last year?
I couldn't tell you.
I knew I'd get you. I don't even remember who. Do you know who y'all played in the first round last year?
Houston Sterling.
I don't even know who we played.
Y'all played Milby.
They were not all that good at football.
Well, it's the 4th place team last year.
This
is
I
the
forgot.
2nd place team.
And this is the 2nd place team. So did they play each other this year?
Yes.
I'm guessing our team that we're playing won.
Of course they did. They only lost one time.
Was it close,
Madison.
though?
No, they have not had a lot of close games. They've blown out most everybody they've played except for Madison.
So they're rolling.
They've been playing well.
So you're telling me Beaumont United, who is playing Madison, has their hands full?
Yeah. A little bit.
All right.
I mean, I don't think there's zeros.
No,
I think they're going to have to show up and play, and if they do, then they'll win the game. If they don't, then they'll lose.
Well, what is the most important thing for us to do Saturday? Because I'm really not worried about Beaumont United. Madison must be undefeated.
I just want to see us go out and do what we've been doing the last few weeks. If we go out and play the way we've been playing the last few weeks, then we're going to be in really good shape.
Okay, no said about that. Can we now focus on the region?
Sure.
All right, the region breaks down. We've got 4 teams in the top 10.
Yes.
So I don't care if you want to say, okay, we got 5A Division 1, 5A Division 2. The perception was if you come down to Region 3, it's a little easier than Region 2. And maybe it is, maybe it's not. But at the end of the day, we got 4 teams ranked in the top 10. A couple of them are playing right out of the box. And, oh, by the way, that's our next round opponent. I think LaPorte's at 5 and Pflugerville-Weiss is at 8. They're playing in the first round. I mean, that's going to be one bang-up football game on Friday night.
No, it's definitely going to be a war. And we get the pleasure of, if we handle our business like we should on Saturday, we'll be playing the winner of that. But I think that's a very interesting matchup. It's a matchup of 2 teams that have distinct differences in offensive philosophy. But both of them play good, solid defense or get after you. They're physical teams, but one's an air-it-out team and one's a ground and pound. So couldn't get much more different in terms of philosophy offensively.
You know, the guys threw me a little makeshift birthday party Friday night, and I saw what the bracket was, and one of them asked me what my birthday wish was. And I said, man, to be honest with you, if I could have it, I mean, I'm an old guy. Kids are healthy, so I really don't need anything much. But if I could have one thing, I would love for a third-round matchup with Barbers Hill.
Okay. That'd be good.
I was just saying that's what I want.
No, I mean, that means
we had a big win last week, I know, but it's not even about that win. I want a little rematch.
Yeah, there's a couple of rematches I'd like to get.
What's the other one?
Oh, you got to play the other side of the bracket too.
I forgot.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you're looking at 2 and 3 weeks down the road. I'm looking at what's right in front of me.
I got you, but that's just what I do.
No, and you can do that, and that's okay. And yeah, I mean, there's always those things that you would like to see happen, and you know what? Stranger things have happened in the world.
There's a lot of things that have to work, so we'll get into that. So when you look forward, the district or the region really is. Port Arthur's at the top. I just
with Angleton, who's really good too.
Well, oh yeah, for sure. And A&M Consolidated. Obviously, I think
College Station.
That's College Station Angleton. That's going to be a knockdown, right?
Our whole region is really, really good. I mean, I really do believe that. I mean, you're talking about how many teams are in our region? 16?
16.
So out of our 16 teams in our region, I think 10 are in the top 26.
Yes.
So
that's pretty
good.
That's pretty good. Everybody. I mean, you look up at the top four. Let's just focus on the top four because I really don't want to get us in. I know what you want, I know what you hope, and I know what you think. But up here, you've got College Station, A&M Consolidated, you got Port Arthur. Whoever wins out of Angleton and College Station, they're probably going to be into round 3. I'd go ahead and put that down. If I was to tell you, Coach, we made it to round 4, who do you think will be out there waiting on us?
On the other side, I think Port Arthur is on the other side.
Do you think they beat the other 2?
I do. They're playing really well. And you say that with the fact that's just if all things stay equal when they're healthy. Yes, right. I think they're in there.
Well, it's going to be a knockdown draw. The playoffs are supposed to be like that.
It's not supposed to be easy.
You guys last year in the second round played LaPorte, right?
Yes.
And I don't remember scores.
It didn't go very well.
I know y'all lost, but was it close? Was it competitive?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't very good.
Did y'all play bad? Were they that good? Or
I think they were pretty good, and we were pretty beat up at that point. Offensively, I don't know. Offensively last year with those 2 senior tailbacks that they had and the freshmen at the time, they were pretty good on offense. And so we felt like offensively we were going to have to try to match scores with them, and we just were not in that place anymore with the injuries that we had gone through. I mean, we started 6 sophomores on offense, and we should have started 1. The rest of them were filling in for injured teammates. And our kids went out and fought, but defensively we were not quite as strong last year as we had been the year before, and it wasn't a good matchup for us. And so, no, it was not as close as I would have liked, for sure.
Well, all 4 of our district teams won last year in the first round, which I think most prognosticators are going to pick that again this year. I was under the impression at least 2 would win in round 2. None of us were able to move into round 3, and to be honest with you, none of them are really that close either. What do we have to do as a district this year? Are we all better, or is there? We got to do something because they scored. All of us gave up a lot of points last year in round 2.
Yeah, the Galveston ball game last year was with A&M Consolidated was pretty good.
That's right.
And I'll say this: with all things being said, last year, if Galveston ball doesn't have the injuries that they have last year, they're probably in the regional finals or in the semis. They were really, really good when everybody was healthy. Jonah was that's a different person.
He's 1 year removed from making a difference at Texas.
Yeah, no, you're legitimately talking about one of the top 3 players in the entire country, not just Texas or in Houston. He was different, and when they lost him in our game, that hurt them, obviously. And then they had a couple other guys that got injured that kind of slowed their progress down, and so they were not the same team in round 2 as they would have been 4 weeks earlier.
Well, you bring that up, and before I let you get over there to that pizza you got coming and the great food here at South First Street Bar and Grill, you mentioned the injury with all the teams from last year. We've been missing a couple of starters here defensively this year. What do you think? How's all that looking as we get ready for Saturday and beyond, hopefully, on the injury front?
We're getting healthy, so I'm excited about that. We should have pretty much everybody available for us as we kick off this week.
Is my boy Double D ready to play?
Yeah.
Well, I think I sound more excited than you are.
No, I'm excited.
I think me and Coach Cowgill, we're probably equally excited. You don't seem to be quite as happy.
I'm super excited. No, he's in the process of working through that right now.
If Waters were to miss 3 games and he's come back, you'd probably be more excited.
I'm excited for all of them.
I'm just kidding, Coach. I'm just kidding. Man, it's been a solid year. We had a lot of fun this year, and I know hopefully we can keep this thing rolling on 4, 5, 6 more weeks. That'd be freaking awesome.
I'd be good with it.
Well, get you some rest. And is there any chance, I know there's some rain coming in this weekend, is there any chance they'll move this thing to Thursday?
I don't think there's a lot of chance. I had those discussions today. They seem pretty firm on Saturday being the day, and honestly, I think the weather kind of cleared up this week for us, so I think it's going to be a great day on Saturday, and we're going to go make it a great day one way or the other.
Well, let's go down there and make them pay for not playing Thursday.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be jacked up and ready to roll. Somebody will drive me. Coach, appreciate all the time. I know it's playoff time, but we will be back here regardless next Monday night to talk about a big dub and look into round 2 or sit here and have some unsweet tea and cry on our unsweet tea.
Yeah, that would be happening for sure.
Coach, appreciate the time, man.
Thank you.
We will see you soon.
Hope your surgery goes well.
Thank you, partner. That is our coach and athletic director, head coach Carl Abseck, right here live at South First Street Bar and Grill. We got a pretty good announcement. We'll talk about what the sideliners have coming up and all that good stuff. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one more segment live at South First Street Bar and Grill right here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
East Texans know when it comes to trucks and SUVs, there's only one name, Wright GMC in Lufkin. The hometown dealer with small town values and big time savings. Save more, get more, with limited time deals and the best trade-in values in East Texas. Wright GMC in Lufkin. We do business the right way at wrightdeal.com.
East Texas Slab Masters is one of East Texas' most trusted foundation specialists. With over 25 years experience, they can assess and address any of your foundation needs, residential or commercial. Top 4 warning signs: doors not shutting properly, cracks in sheetrock, cracks in concrete slab floors, cracks in brick. We also offer polymers, a heavy-duty polyurethane foam for slab lifting and soil stabilization. Protect your investment. East Texas Slab Masters, setting your house on a strong foundation. Schedule your free estimate today.
You're listening to Lufkin Panther Sports, brought to you by Morgan Insurance Agency, your hometown team for all things insurance. Whether it's personal coverage for your home, auto, or life or commercial protection for your business, they've got you covered. Morgan Insurance Agency proudly partners with Liberty Mutual, a big game player in both personal and commercial insurance, to bring you policy options that fit your needs and your budget. When it comes to protecting what matters most, don't wait until the final whistle. Call Morgan Insurance Agency today and let them put together a winning game plan for you. 936-634-7755. Or visit them online at morganins.com. That's morganins.com.
This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Sally, 44!
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho!
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly!
You can share a Coke with a coach, a mascot, or an MVP.
Chili, chili, chili!
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Turbo!
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike!
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious!
Share a Coke is back for the fall football season. We all know what comes with being a fan. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Whether you've just won a big game and want to celebrate with fellow fans, or want to share a Coke with your best friend whose team just lost against their arch rival, Coca-Cola has something for you. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or best friend this season.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to South First Street Bar and Grill. Gary Ivins Jr. with you, and along with El Presidente of the Sideliners, my man, Jalen Mark. First of all, Jalen, before we get into everything else, thanks for filling in last week. I got to tell you, I was sunbathing out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. Mama put a little suntan lotion on me. I got a little tan working now, I got to tell you. I'm pimping. Well, I mean, it ain't that tan yet.
Thank you for having me back on here, Gary. Especially, we're rolling into the playoffs. That's huge.
What we were talking about having a little get-together before the game, Saturday down. I don't think the weather, looked like the weather forecast has changed a little bit. So 2 o'clock start time. We're going to try to get everybody together around 12:31 down there.
Yeah, so we were, we contacted Butler Stadium this morning, and we can start our tailgate. We're going to plan to start around 11:30. Sideliners will have probably some sandwich trays, something easy. We want to get everybody out there and make sure everybody gets something to eat and, gets ready to celebrate the Panthers' first-round playoff game. And like we say, show up, come loud. Coach Abseck said, we're wearing white, so, they want to see white, purple in the stand. Let's try to fill them up and, let's make this thing, huge. We get a Saturday playoff game, and we ain't had one of those in a while.
There's no doubt about that. We had one last year.
We had one last year. It was at home. And we did tailgate that game.
Yep. I like the Friday. I'm a Friday guy, but I would like to, again, I know Coach Abseck wouldn't say this, and Coach Quick wouldn't have said it last year, and they may not admit it, but I just would like to get this game on Thursday.
Yeah, go ahead and get it out the way and get ready for the next week.
I just think it'd be better for everybody involved, especially on our side, to get that over with. Now we got to go down Saturday. Now you got to prep on Sunday, and it just takes, because I'm sure we're going to play Friday next week. But either way, that's neither here nor there. But good things happening. Do we find something for Doug Russell? Is he going to be able to cook or sit over and act like he's doing something down there? Is he coming?
Well, he is not 100% sure he's going to make the trip
Of course
yet. He had some prior arrangements already, but they told us no pits. So we can't bring pits. So that's why we're trying to figure out what we're going to do food-wise. And we got some different options out there circling around. If anybody's listening, they got some food they want to donate, give us a call. The Sideliners will take it.
They're trying to act like they're the Grove.
Yeah, they ain't playing, man. They don't want They don't want to eat pits. I don't think you have generators or any. They gave us a whole rule list. They were supposed to send us an email with the rules. We never got it yet. So I'm sure it'll be coming in tomorrow. But we're excited, man. We got a big turnout from feedback from fans, and especially the Sideliners wanting to make that trip happen. Get down there Saturday, and like you said, the weather did clear out, so we're looking, to have a big turn. We'll have TVs going with college football going, and we'll be ready to go play some local Panther football.
It's just a great time of year, and the longer you can keep winning and build up excitement, the better it gets, and it all starts. There's 64 teams playing on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and when Saturday night closes, there's only 32 left in your division here, and I don't know, it's kind of like a knockout round in the World Cup. It's great, especially great when you're winning.
Yeah, no doubt. And one thing about this team, no matter what people want to say about them, it's playoff football. Anybody can get beat. You got to approach this game just like you're playing. South Lake Carroll or somebody, it's still a big football game, and especially for these kids from Lufkin, our seniors and everybody, they don't want to, you definitely want to go home round one. You want to make that trip to Jerry World. That's the plan. And, like we always say, if that does happen, we will be partying.
No doubt about that. Yes, to get through this, I'm going to go out and make a limb. I think that we will. I've said this since, I started dissecting the bracket here about week 6. And I've said this, the worst spot to get, in my opinion, is the 3rd spot, which is where we ended up. Now, I thought that was going to be Angleton.
Yeah.
Eventually, it is LaPorte. But with the way things broke down, Pflugerville-Weiss actually tied for 2nd and ended up in the 4th spot. So now we've got number 5 and number 9 playing each other whoever we play next week was going to be a top 7 team in the state of Texas in round 2 for the Panthers.
Yeah, no doubt. Both very good football teams. You know, Malcolm Hill taking over at Pflugerville Weiss this year, which has become a great friend of mine through the podcast and stuff. And, you know, he's done some special things there. You know, Pflugerville Weiss likes to play a quick tempo game, and they like to throw the ball a lot. And, you know, you got Laporte that like to line up, run the ball, and you get in that wishbone, and they'll make you pick your poison. They got 3 really good backs at Laporte, and they got one that's a sophomore that's going to really show some flashes. But I think this game Friday night between those two will be one of the games that we talk about for a long time. And, you know, another game that sticks out a lot, and, you know, talk about Texas High School football playoffs in round 1, you get Austin Vandergrift and Austin Westlake playing each other round 1. You get Weiss and Laporte, Austin Westlake, and Vandergrift playing each other. So that's just something that's special about Texas high school football, and it's something we get to, you know, be a part of and watch. And like we say, you know, these two teams that are going to be playing Friday night won't know who we're playing going into Saturday, and, you know, it's going to be a special game Friday night. And if it wasn't such a far trip, I know we'd be trying to make that drive and, you know, get down there and watch some good football.
Well, no, in a perfect world, we would go to there Friday, watch that game, and spend the night and get up and work. Now,
yeah, you can't be in the shape to do that.
Well, I'm gonna be in a sling, but out of the 3 of us that travel on road trips, I don't think I'm the one that's the most shakiest.
Yeah.
And you're not married, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. The audience can guess who that shakiest one would be.
Man, you know, we're not gonna do.
I'm not calling out any names, though.
We're not gonna do that, but you know, that is very true. You know, we would hate to, you know, make that phone call and see if he can make that road trip. We'd hate for him to be traveling on that bus, but you know, one thing about it, you know, we still got time to make that decision. But we're so thankful for people like, you know, Lufkin Game Time and all these streaming services out there. We can watch that game at the house now.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's not going to be as good as this production. I'm going to tell you right now, and we'll segue into that before we get out of here. I will put Jeff Bonin and Jam Digital Media, their broadcast is second to absolute none on not one of these Power 5 college programs, because I know they've got more expenses. I mean, they've got power beyond as far as money supply goes. But I will put this up against anybody high school wise in the state of Texas. They are absolutely phenomenal, and I just hope that Lufkin and everybody realizes how lucky we are to have Jam Digital Media and the guys, because they are great.
Yeah, we're very blessed to have the streaming service we have. You know, one thing about it, you watch a lot of these games on NFHS and Texas Live and stuff, you don't get the real effect. You know, the broadcasters just talk, and he's not all fired up in it like you get and Jeff Todd get. So we're very blessed to have that. But, you know, another thing we got to talk about, watching the game on that stream is amazing. We love it. But Saturday, first round playoff game, come out and support these kids. We're going 2 hours and 7 minutes down the road to Butler Stadium, and get out and show these kids you care. You want to support them, because they've had a heck of a season. Like Coach Abseck said earlier in our meeting, coming in with a new head coach and everything is not easy, and these kids have bought into the plan, and each week we go, we can see progression on both sides of the ball. So, these guys are not looking to go home early. They want to make a playoff run. I know they're fired up.
And it'll be posted Saturday night and Sunday. You can go home and watch it again.
Go home, watch it, because we're going to do that. We're going to get back and watch Texas and Georgia play, and then I know for a fact we'll be watching that Lufkin game again, and, watch that Laporte Weiss game for sure.
There's nothing better than sitting on the back porch with that Whataburger watching us up there beating down on somebody once again on late at night.
Yeah, that Whataburger. I like that, what's it called? The bacon avocado cheeseburger. That's my go-to right there. And, you can't go wrong with that, or,
or some of these South First Street Bar and Grill wings.
These South First Street Bar and Grill wings, we're up here tonight ordering. It's a lot of Lufkin fans in here. I see a lot of purple in here. So that's another thing. We're going to be back here next Monday. Make sure to come out and support South First Street, because they do a good job of hosting us. They got good food. They got good drinks. And, I got me an unsweet tea sitting right there with my name on it, ready to go to work on it.
Jack Yates and Warren Smurl and the guys, all former Panther. I mean, just great people. We sure appreciate them. It's great to be here. We want to keep this relationship going in the long-term future as well.
What's the time length on that burger getting devoured?
Which one?
Coach Abseck's.
Oh, it's already half gone. That man's eating like he's got 14 men on the field like he did Friday night.
I think every week we come in here, he gets a barbecue bacon burger, and he devours it.
just for the record, they threw a flag for having 12 men on the field, and then the other guy threw another flag, an extra because we had 14.
It wasn't 13
It
or
wasn't
15?
12, it was 14.
Okay, so we got that down to a T. Coach Abseck, I think they said they set all the senior offensive players out there.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either because I was like, what are we doing?
That's what I said. Hey, so real quickly, for the last couple of weeks, Jeff Bond and all the guys at Jam Digital Media have been negotiating with Dave Campbell's. And obviously everybody knows who Dave Campbell's Magazine, and they control basically who broadcasts the playoff games. Well, Jeff has struck a deal, and that deal is done. So Jeff and Dr. Hockenberry and Coach Abseck have gotten together and have gotten it done. So we can tell you this year, no matter what sport is being played, Jeff, all of us, it will be on Lufkin Game Time and also at Dave Campbell's Magazine. So if our football team, our basketball team, our baseball team, our softball team, any of our teams make a run, we will all be broadcasting it. It will be done. Obviously, the audio will be here. Now, you still have to go to the Dave Campbell's website and pay to watch the game, but you can listen.
It's $9 a month to be a subscriber to Dave Campbell Football. You get the playoff brackets, the predictions, the podcast, the TV show. You get the rankings. You get everything out there. They do an incredible job with that. So it's worth the money, and also you get to watch Lufkin Panther football on there.
We're all going to be a part of it. We are teaming up with them, and once the playoffs start.
Will they send us some merch?
Well, I'm pretty sure all we got to do is ask.
Yeah.
They would love for us to have it on instead of our own. I would think.
We're going to have, they better send some purple in.
Call Step. Get him in.
We'll call Step. We had Step on that show last night, and he said some great things about the Pack. He has us playing some football, a little bit longer than most people expect. So I'm confident in that.
Well, maybe if we can get far enough where he'll come to our game, we can get him on the pregame show with us.
It has to be on a Saturday, though, he said.
Well, well, guess what? We're playing this Saturday.
Well,
I'm sure he's got something better than this one.
He said he's going west. There's so many games being played in that little pocket right there. He can cover so many games. But he did tell us last night that if we get the it's in the Laporte-Lufkin matchup or the Weiss-Lufkin matchup, and it was on a Saturday, that him and an entourage will be coming to watch this game.
Well, I can only speak. Jeff Bond has done all the negotiation work, but it is great to be partnering up with those and guys and know, again, not just football. If our basketball team heads all the way to state,
they got a good chance of doing that.
We'll be right there with them. They had a couple of great wins on this weekend, upset the number one team in the state as well.
7 Lakes.
Beat them.
Beat Dickinson, too. Austin Brown with the buzzer beater.
Knocked it down. Come on. We're going to be in Conroe tomorrow, watch a little scrimmage there tomorrow. And then our first game is at the Pack 1 week from tomorrow night against Tyler Lee. So it's all about to get started there. But we got a big run going here first. We'll get into basketball pretty quick. But first things first, we're going to get a win here. And I'm telling you, you get past Laporte or Weiss, it's ready to roll time.
I'm excited, man. That's all I've been thinking about was this game, Friday and Saturday, getting on to the next round. But you got to get through Saturday to get to the next round. We know that for sure.
Man, the best time of my life was playoff football in high school. I know you know all about it.
Yeah, talking on this microphone.
Jalen, let's get out of here, get us some groceries, and get set for the week because we got a big one coming up on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Let's get it going. And we pray you have a safe and healthy surgery, and we get you back healthy for Saturday night game.
Y'all are talking like it's open heart surgery. It's just shoulder surgery.
Pod, you're nervous a little bit.
Not right now. It's Monday.
Come Thursday, you'll be shaking.
I don't think so.
I think so.
It hurts so bad.
We'll make sure Avery gets some video footage of it.
Snowflake's going with me.
We'll be good. We'll be good to go.
That's going to wrap it up here from South First Street Bar and Grill. Special thanks to all the staff and everyone here, Jack, and everyone here at South First Bar and Grill, and especially the man, while we're always here, our head coach and athletic director, Carl Abseck, for the Carl Abseck Coaches Show. Don't forget, Saturday at 2 o'clock, what's it called, Butler
Stadium, and don't forget the podcast also.
Oh yeah, we're recording our podcast on Wednesday, and that will also play right up leading into the game. That'll go on about 12 o'clock, I guess, 12:30. 12:30 on Saturday, leading us into our pregame show live from the stadium. So that's going to be good stuff. What are we going to talk about?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
It's playoff football.
Panthers, baby!
Yeah, we're going to talk about some local Panther football in the playoffs, baby. It's a lot of football left to be played. We got a good team. We got a good group this year. We look forward to keep playing football, and the goal is to play in December.
No doubt about that. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you once again Saturday afternoon live down in Houston. Come on out. I promise you it's going to be a show. For Coach Abseck and my man Jalen Mark and all the fine folks at Jam Digital Media and everyone here at South First Street Bar and Grill, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you Saturday on game day. I'm Gary Ivins Jr. for Lufkin Game Time.
Thank you for having me, Gary. It's just a scrimmage. It's a what? Scrimmage.